Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. And naturally, when people write in, I get to see what they're writing in about. Our counselors handle that, and it's a free service. But over the 20 years, I've seen a lot of good questions. This one has been popping up recently, so there must be some book out there now or something that is discussing this. How to understand my husband's love language. And it's kind of I like it. It's an interesting topic. I have nothing bad to say about this, but I would like to take you a little bit higher up. I'd like to tell you that your husband's love language, you will feel it with your heart, but there's so much more you could do with your marriage than just working on these little aspects of it. And this is an important one because it's a form of communication. But let's ask the question, why did you get married? Why did you get married? Well, I know you're probably going to say, because I fell in love with my husband. But why get married at all? And I have a better answer than your answer. Your answer is probably along the lines of, well, I fell in love with my husband. I wanted to be with him. I want to have children with him and all of that. And those are really good answers. But there's a higher level answer that really goes to the heart of why people do things. You got married to experience happiness. And what's cool about marriage is that we intuitively already know that marriage can bring us the highest happiness, the most profound, deeply felt happiness, more than anything else, by far. And how does it do that? Well, because we also have this other compelling need, and that's for love. And love always brings happiness. Always. And, we're not writing a romantic novel here and talking about unrequited love and stuff like that. Real love is joy itself. And we're souls. You see, I'm not pitching a religion. We are souls. We have a body, we have a mind. But in society today, we don't talk about that at all. Everything is materialistic. Even love and happiness have become materialistic, but it doesn't have to be that way for you. You want the language of love that is so far above the spoken word, the look, the touch. You want the real deal. We all want the real deal. In order to experience that real deal, we have to understand it better. And so the thing to do, number one, is subscribe to the channel so you start getting a sense of what marriage is supposed to be, and then start living your life, not just your marriage, but your whole life from a different place. You see, we are souls, but we live it as mundane creatures going through life until we die. That's no fun. And we have the ability as souls to lift the bar, to raise the standard for ourselves and really have a fulfilling life in marriage. The ultimate language of love is not something you hear. It's not something you see or touch. It's not material. It's something you experience here in your heart. In order for you to have that experience, you have to know how to tap into your heart. You have to know how to put your mind in its place. You see, you're not your mind. You have a mind. And it's, in a way, taken over your life because you've become a creature of habit, as most people have. You have free will. Yet if you think about it, because of your inner reactions to virtually everything, which have been assumed over the years, you don't utilize your free will anymore. It's all reactive stuff. And so you have to learn how to watch your mind objectively and redefine how you see things, how you hear things, how you feel things, until the clutter is missing from your mind, and then You are feeling from your heart, not emotions. Emotions aren't from the heart, they're from the mind. You have to go much deeper than that. At the Marriage Foundation, this is what we're all about. I used to be a divorce mediator over 20 years ago, and I had to reinvent how marriage is seen in order to help people. I was asked to by one of my clients. And so our whole perspective is so different. We see marriage in a spiritual way because love, joy, these are spiritual. These are not material. And so why would we want to look at it in a material way when we want to live it in a spiritual way? Love is as spiritual as it gets. It doesn't get more spiritual than that. You can't quantify it, qualify it, you can't measure it, but you could experience it. What's cool about love is you could experience it more and more and more every single moment, every single day of your life. You got to learn how. And so that's the trick. So actually, it's also the answer to the question, how to understand my husband's love language is be love. And then that filter that keeps out, because of suspicion and doubt, keeps out the things you don't want. Then you'll experience his language of love, and he'll experience yours. It's so beautiful. Love, joy, marriage, they're interchangeable. You just got to learn how. It's really so beautiful. So again, I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and we're training counselors again. This time we're doing it online. So if you have an interest in becoming a TMF marriage counselor, we'd love to explore that with you. And we don't do anything but marriage. We don't do any kind of therapy or grief anything or anything like that. That's not what we do. It's all about marriage, marriage, marriage. That's all we do. So God bless you. Thank you for visiting. Like the video, leave a comment if you will. Take care, and we'll see you again. Take care.